Hello everyone, Von Marie here and welcome to the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel. So we are going to make a Halloween card today. We are using this pumpkin die set, which is called Build a Pumpkin Patch die set. And then the stencil we're going to use is Halloween Expressions stencil. So fun. And then we're going to use a stamp set or a few stamp sets as well. I do love all those pumpkin faces, so very cute. And then this is the scratchy plaid background. So let's get started. So I'm going to take apart some of the pieces from this die set, and there is leaves and mini pumpkins. So you can do like a little shaker card probably with this larger size pumpkin. And then the leaves are so great. I'm going to save that for a fall project. But I'm going to take this pumpkin off, and this is my white cardstock, 110 pounds, and I'm going to first ink blend it. So I'm just going to cut a strip here and kind of figure out how much paper I needed to ink blend. And then we're going to ink blend with Seedless Preserves Distress Oxide ink, and I'm just using some of my Whimsy stamps. Blending brushes, which I love, and I am just ink blending my cardstock here. So here it is, and now it's enough room to cut out my pumpkin, but I forgot to mask that stem, and so I am going to ink blend it with black Soot Distress Oxide or Distress ink. I'm using Oxide inks, but this black Soot is not Oxide ink. And so very easy to do, just ink blend it there. And then I will trim that and glue it onto my pumpkin. But first I'm going to ink blend my pumpkin face, which is so fun. And I love that you get different sizes and all kinds of different faces here, which is so fun. And that die set has so many different size pumpkins, so really fun. And I'm going to go with that one there. I did mess up and I'll show you how I messed up here, but I'm just grabbing my Make Art station, and so that I can use my magnets, but it still was able to move. I guess I should have used more magnets there that I had to the left, but oh well. Things happen, huh? So I'm just lining it up, and then I will use my black Soot here, and I am just ink blending on this Seedless Preserves, and I think it's just so much fun. And you can easily have kids do this project as well. Maybe you have grandkids, maybe you're a teacher, neighbor kids. They would have fun ink blending this pumpkin face. And so it moved a little bit, and so I used my sanded eraser, but it made a mark on my pumpkin, and that was bad. So I'm going to use my Seedless Preserves again and ink blend it better, and then I will go ahead and place my stencil back on there and ink blend again with the black Soot Distress ink. And this time I will make sure I have more magnets on there. And so very easy to do. So thankfully that eraser didn't rip my paper. That's the only thing it did, so that was no problem. I was able to fix it, and I'm trying to get in there carefully and using like a heavier hand to get a dark face on there. And here is what it looks like. So yay, it looks great. Now I will cut that stem and add that to my pumpkin, and just using my scissors. So the next pumpkin I will use some tape so that I don't have to run another pumpkin through my die cutting machine. So I'm going to score this other pumpkin that I cut out of white cardstock so that I can make a card. And so I thought this was a fun idea to have a mini shaped pumpkin card. It's actually round too, so if you have seen the Simon Says Stamp Instagram challenge, it's to make a round shaped card, and I think this would qualify, so you could easily do a pumpkin shaped card. So I am going to ink blend the stem and around the edges here of the inside of my card, and then I'm going to stamp a sentiment from Halloween night that's going to say hugs and kisses and Halloween wishes, and I'm going to do stamp that in black ink. I think black Soot maybe. I'm not sure if I used VersaFine or black Soot, but I did use a black ink. And that's a very cute stamp set as well, and I made a card with that a couple videos ago. So just using my stamping tool here, and I will place that sentiment inside and use this sentiment. It was the first time I used this one, so I was happy to do that. And okay, so my VersaFine ink. And so it should be nice and black. And I will just stamp it again and make sure it's really black. And it's so cute. I love that sentiment. Hugs and kisses and Halloween wishes. And then I will glue my card together here on that end there where I scored it. And so I cut out a bunch of other pumpkins because I'm going to make some more cards. So more mini cards is fun, right? And so I thought I would do 3. So that's why I will use a spiced marmalade for the next one with my Whimsy Stamps blending tool, and then I'm going to do twisted citron for the last pumpkin. And for this one I grabbed my tape because I remembered that I needed to mask the stem and that curly Q there. And so I will ink blend real heavily, so sorry for the shaking, but I wanted a great dark ink blending here, and it would be really fun if you did a few colors on there too. So here is my scratchy plaid background with black distress ink in the black Soot, and I'm just going to lay my pumpkin on top of this background stamp because I wanted a different pumpkin. Since I'm using different faces, the only thing that's the same is the sentiment on the inside of these cards. And so this is a great way to mass produce too. You can also stencil at the end, or just make a bunch of these. It would be fun if you bake to add one of these as your tag. That would be super cute as well. So I hope you grab these products because they're just fun to have every year to use them. So I love how that looks. Now I will ink blend the stem and that curly Q and using my black Soot. And then I will make my last pumpkin here with the twisted citron. And for that one, I'm going to show you in just a second. I'm using chippy paint background stamp. So that was a different look, different color and different background stamp. And so here it is. Super cute, aren't they cute? I love them, and I'll just probably make a custom envelope for these. And So those are my background stamps I used, and all the products I used there. I will list them down below, and I'm going to share a close-up. And so thank you for joining me today. I hope you had fun, and I will be back soon.